eddembe lyenina okubeerako n'ettaka wano kubanga nze okuddamu amagezi nali ku ttaka lya wano.
Emirembe gye sigirina sijja kuwulya ssanyu olw'ensonga obwenyamuvu bwenina mu mutima okunga oba ku ttaka linazaalibwako.
Nakula bulungi kuba nakula nga muzeeyi aliwo, nakula bulungi nga buli kintu tufuna era nga mugapu nene kali kwida.
Ane tara winyini anatika koka yemiri kimikonyo emiro konyani kilo tena mamela.
We are tree growing for different reasons. One is economical, that yes, we have to get value out of these trees and meet the demand of wood products in our own country. And then two is conservation of these natural areas. As a government goal to reforest, they have brought companies like Green Resources to do the reforestation. We have come in and found those places deforested or degraded. And what we see over time is a more restored environment than when we actually found it. Yeah.
No. That one should be out. That thing of saying the Green Resources is protecting environment is completely out. People depend on environment. People grow food. People rear their animals. People get their fire from environment. People get houses thatched with grass from environment. People get medicinal herbs from environment. Everything is got from environment, which is within their periphery.
I'm called Ongom Alphonse. Here in the community, I work as a chairman. I've stayed here, I've worked here for about 20 years before the forest. The village was here, the life was good because we were getting job, salary was being paid, enough money, so the life was okay.
Nabanazalibwa mu 72 gavumenti kyeyali wagati awo yagaba itaka abantu bagula itaka mabiro omwo paka ku mwalo eyo kale baba yajja yagula yena ku mwalo eyo era nga tulima ku luyi buli mmere olima ku luyi oba ota ku matooke luyi mwogo luyi duma luyi twana itaka muna kumpi hectare ina twana itaka nene
Kandong watiro ngichani mwaka piera degwa ngwen. Karma podwa bino man podwa nongo chente chwara ti wanongo musara wafuru wanongo cham no kono ti yut ende chane dong jem ni duwengo tumo kilain mamire wa dok chen kinge wa me dogang mo dogote awor kitien mechiro paka watua
twasigaza kulimara kulusozi ne kulusozi basimba mu emiti.
Food here at Bukaleba, most people they just eat lunch but no supper. When by chance today you get something to eat, you eat. When there is no food, you just sleep like that.
Ko para chani kin mawati ke do wati ko dogote pieni peti chen ma wanongo peti chama wanongo dong wati wa kwa dong kin me Mungu kiken magin matika konyo wa chani.
The primary fact to consider on earth should be communities. Communities should take the precedent and the environment. In as long as you're planting trees and displacing people, as friends of the earth would not support that. Definitely no. Because it means you actually killing people indirectly. As long as people don't have food, and as long as people don't have clean water, and as long as people are not living in a clean environment, then they are as good as dead. And the environment is as good as dead.
Who really dives into the positives that people have benefited from the existence of green resources in Bukaleba? We have worked on the roads in our estate and around our estate. 99% of our labor is coming from the communities. That gives a livelihood for these communities. Now, for someone to say, no, green resources is just destroying these communities, we're not benefiting these communities. No, we are.
For them, they say that this is a forest, so no one is allowed to build here permanent houses. That's why we are building these huts. In the daytime, it is okay, but it is in the night time when there is rain, we don't sleep even. It leaks. Now the company, they have even sprayed the grasses. We don't have even grasses for construction, more houses.
If we have to compare the shelter that they have for any minimum standards, we would say yes, they are below the standard. And one would say, why doesn't Green Resources support these people? But what we have to note is that those communities in the reserve, they are illegal settlements. So we have got no obligation as an organization to be meeting their needs. You will talk about health facilities. If we do support a health facility in the forest reserve, then we have said you are legally supposed to be there. So we cannot indulge ourselves in activities that are illegal, even when the community is saying this is what we need.
We are not here illegally because when it is voting time, they brought here a polling station. When we are illegally, why do we vote for the government? Our school here is being headed by the government headmaster. They are being paid. If we are illegally, why do they pay them?
Green Resources bagamba tuli mu bumenyi bw'amateeka si batuufu. Olw'ensonga nti Green Resources singa twali mu bumenyi bw'amateeka singa tebatukkiriza emyaka gino gyonna nga tuli wano. Ate baatusanga wano.
Customary tenure is about 65% of the land in Uganda. Actually here they will say that the land belongs to the dead, the living, and those who are not yet born. It is the job of the land administrators to make sure that they protect and record the interests of those people. But usually where you have foreign companies coming in, it means that probably this land was taken by the controlling authority to assume that since it's not titled, it's not surveyed, it belongs to nobody.
Aye okulumusa abantu kwali ku 89 aye embiru yeni yali ku 9 awo. Ze benabona mu kubinga abantu mu kibira baleeta abasirikale motoka namba kubinga abantu mu kibira omwo. Abantu balumuka fuwange emundu daka abantu bayokya amayumba g'abantu bakwagana ubona abana ebintu basula kuluya nga bataku emuliro munumba.
There was a message from the company say that you people, you are staying here illegally. We are going to bring forces to beat you, then you leave the area. As we have nowhere to go, we remain.
We have not done any evictions. I have to affirm that. And I don't know who is informing your story, but all evictions have been done by the NFA. In Bukaleba, yes, we have had those fights between ourselves. You're not going to grow your crops here, but it's constant talking, it's constant taking of actions, and people are not happy with that. So they will always say, yes, we have been chased, but it's not an eviction that, get out and it's a fight. No.
aba NF abasooka baali balungi naye bano abaddako bakozesanga forest officer ku district wagamba tulimirengako eno mu ttaka erya NFA kati batusanga mu nnimiro nalina abaana 3
ne basooka ku muzeeyi ne bamukwata ne bamukuba ne badda ku nze ne bankuba emigo ne bantema omusaayi ne gutandika okubiika.
Mu butuufu baali bangi, baali baswika mu 50. Nze we nadduka ne neebaka mu mazzi mu nnyanja saasobola kugenda kutaasa bulaza wange kubanga baalina ebipanga baalina n'emiggo nange osanga bandinkubiddeyo kati okwetaasa n'ensigalayo.
Ne batusindika mu kkomera bagamba batusanga mu miti gyabwe mbu twatema emiti ate gye batatusanga ate tetwatema ku miti. Ne batuwa ekibonerezo eky'omwaka omulamba nze ne muzeeyi kati ne batusalira atali kibonerezo ne batusalira essente ezo ne tusasula fayini ezo. Natural resources ebajja mu kitundu kino okuva we tufunanga mirembe olw'embeera gye bajja nayo.
Land conflicts are known to have that angle of becoming violent. I know there is that challenge of unscrupulous individuals in the law enforcement agencies that do carry out such activities. But it is wrong, and I know that these law enforcement agencies do not condone it.
Kyetusigala nga twebuuza ettaka eryaffe kakati batugamba tuvuemu tugende watulina abaana bamuzeeyi bawumudde tubaziise muno naffe tukuze kakati tuli pembeeni tusigala okujja okolamu okwo naye ng'emiti kati gitumazeeko emirembe. Kati ekyabeerawo kyennyini soba naffe ne bagamba nti abaayi mwe muli eno muli mu kukola kasole nti n'abasajja bakoze ki batuyingirira eri mu kusimba emiti gyabwe. So ne tugenda ti abaayi amba mulimba wano si forest yamwe yeekyo ettaka lyaffe kubanga baali bateese n'omukono gw'ekyuma. Nze mwennyini nze kama okwogera bwe basookerako omuntu lemesiza okusimba eno emiti twabagamba dda nti eno obuyobo kibira kya gavumenti abaayi muveeyo olwankuba embooko ne banyingiza ku motoka ne batusalira omwaka anti okuva omwaka gwe bankwatiramu kati amaka gange afafaagana era n'omukyala n'anoba nandekera n'abaana ng'ate nga obuzibu bwonna businzira kuva ku ki ku ttaka lyaffe.
So, Mr. Obud, let me ask you, if what you're saying is that community have the right to that land because they were there, should Green Resources have been given that lease?
Well, I cannot say yes, I cannot say no. But what I can say is when they remain with this land that they are not utilizing fully, someone comes and sees that the land is unutilized, idle land as they call it, then other issues come in. Well, why can't we give this land to an investor to lease and use it productively? If they were using that land productively, I bet you nobody would have taken it away from them. Don't you think so?
We don't have land title here, but we only have a written letter from the president about the 500 hectares. That is the letter we have. It was on the 4th February 2011, following public outcry regarding the unfair deprivation of their land. I gave a directive as follows. Bukaleba Central Forest Reserve, land measuring 500 hectares, should be given to the local community. I am informed that the said land is clearly demarcated. Signed, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President. I was among the people who went to demarcate the land with the surveyors. They came here, we moved with them together, that this land is given to you by your president. We all clapped our hand. After a short time, company went there and planted their trees. It was not being demarcated well. So we are just here stranded.
The promised land is there. It's marked. But it is not our mandate to give out that land. We are also tenants. We pay license fees to the government. It's government to come out and voice its commitment to say, this is 500 hectares and we are giving it to the community. This is how you're going to use it. This is who is going to benefit. Now those details is a mandate for the government, not for Busoga, not for Green Resources.
We are not blaming the company because the company, they were being brought by government. So we are requesting, if possible, government to look for us where we can survive, we can get a good life with our children. We want to share the forest because we have nowhere to go.
Conclusive evidence of ownership of land is proved by either holding a customary certificate of ownership or a certificate of title, not any letter, even if it's from a person in government. That letter just helps you move to the next offices to facilitate and request legal papers that will ultimately prove your ownership on that land. And I think it is something which the communities have not explored because they don't know.
I think they're afraid. They've also been treated quite violently each time they've tried to do anything. They've been evicted, they've been maimed, they've been injured. How do you protect a community who have very little money but also are scared because of the way they've been treated?
Yeah, but you know, ultimately, if a title has been issued, a leasehold title, for someone to plant trees on that land, then ultimately a decision of cancellation can only come from courts of law.
It's a ticking time bomb because the population continues to grow, and if we keep dilly-dallying about the matter and not taking decisions, then yes, that's when it becomes a time bomb. The different generations are being told government is coming up with a decision.
Nze kusubira busubira oti nguli natuyamba bafuna abantu abasobola kutuyamba kutukolera kuko obuyambi batwikize kukuwaire itaka ntono tufuna wo okulima.
Tubeera n'ettaka tusobola naffe okusomesa abaana era naffe ne tusoma. Tubeera n'ettaka tusobola okukulankulana.
Ajimangwa romu berutek do pieni kangwa pira pe berutek ira do wan wakoni ni pien purma wan furuje ma wan no ngene miya wakon. Kom ngombe ne ka beno tie mak miya dutu weng pod weng rom ber.
Wembanga ndine kyapa kibeera kirungi kubanga mba ndiriko obuyinza obwange ku bwange ne security mbanyi takunga eyange ate nensuubira nti awo wange bwange.